Well, the Buffalo Bills dropped a game on Monday Night Football versus the Denver Broncos. That's all you can really say. A very, very close game. And there's been claymation commercials made about games like that. Where, have you ever seen this commercial? But the Bills think they have it all won and everybody's happy. And yay, how did we win? And then there's the flag. And the Bills found a way to lose. 12 men on the field, as they said as Coach McDermott said after the game, and I'm glad he took responsibility for it. It's inexcusable. As I saw it, Leonard Floyd was on the field for the play before, and for some reason he thought he was supposed to stay out there, whether his substitution didn't tell him or a coach didn't make sure he was off the field or communication. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Leonard's been a fantastic player for us all year. I'm not blaming him at all. Somebody should have told him whether he was supposed to be on the field or not, and maybe it wasn't him, but he was the one player that wasn't on the field for the next play when they did kick the winning field goal. They decided to fire Coach Dorsey after the game or the next day, and it wasn't all Coach Dorsey. It wasn't. I don't care if fans hate him for some reason, but our defense hasn't gotten an interception since Daquan Jones and Matt Milano got hurt. And interceptions really, really help the team. Josh Allen has made a couple of really bad throws that I'm sure our offensive coordinator didn't tell him go throw that interception when he's covered. Special teams. We're kicking line drive punts and kicking him to one of the best returners in the NFL. It just made him special teams player of the week on how great his returns were. Why are we kicking it to him and kicking to him on a line drive? There's plenty of blame to go around here for this 5-5 team. But what I don't want to see is the blame and the negative attitudes at the game by fans. There's plenty of places where our fans or supposed fans of the Buffalo Bills can go during the week to vent their frustration. Sal Capaccio has a great show on WGR every day. One Bills Live with Steve Tasker. If you want to get right in there with the Bills, the voice of the Bills, Brownie and Steve Tasker. Call that show. Heck, Cover One on YouTube has a show every single day, it seems. Bother those guys with your opinions. But why are we bringing signs that ask for somebody to get fired that's currently part of the team? Or yelling F you at different people or players before the game? And then I just saw that Ed Oliver got in an argument apparently during the game with someone sitting in the second row behind the bench complaining about Gabe Davis. Good for Ed Oliver to stick up for his teammate, but why should he have to do that during the game from a Bills fan? Obviously, you have to have season tickets to sit there. I don't think a Bronco fan is going to be complaining about Gabe Davis. So, what are we doing, fans? If you're going to the game, it only helps the team if you have a positive attitude, not a negative attitude. Bringing down the team or booing the team. I mean, booing is one thing maybe because you're trying to send a message to them that you're not happy with how things are going. Well, I don't really like it, but it's much better than a sign that says fire this guy or yelling F you, screaming at one of our players or the coaches before the game starts. Why are you wearing a Bills jersey, going to a game and saying stuff like that? Check yourself. Look in the mirror, which I hope every Bills player, offense, defense, special teams, is doing today, and every coach on the team that's still on the team is doing. Look in the mirror, check yourself. I know for one, I am never going to boo the Buffalo Bills. I don't care if we lose every game from here out. We're 5-5. It is what it is. But negativity is not going to help. We have to go to those games and be positive. Why would you want to get in an argument with a player during the game on the team you're supposed to be supporting? Wow. I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated. I mean, I know a lot of fans are frustrated. I know a lot of Bills players are frustrated. I know a lot of coaches are frustrated. But there's such a thing that we've always said, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. And it's time to do that. It's time for every coach, every player, and every fan to circle the wagons. And if you're not in with that, don't come to games. And the one fan in particular that I want to talk about, he was not putting down the Buffalo Bills. At halftime, the Marine silent drill team performed. Because it was Military Appreciation Night. These guys are some of the most skilled people I've ever seen in my life. And the guy behind me complaining that there was no music, complaining why we care about our country, saying, what has a Marine ever done for me? What has the military ever done for me? It turned out that the guy on the other side of me was a former Marine. And he was ready to kill that guy. If you come to the game, and he was a Bills fan, this guy. If you come to the game as a Bills fan, I would really appreciate you to support the Bills. But if you can't do that, could you at least support the country that you live in? Next week we play the Jets, and it's on to the Jets. Forget that game with Denver. You know what? Forget everything else. Burn the ships. One game at a time, baby. Sorry for the rant, but I had to get it off my chest. Go Bills, and remember, God loves you. God loves you. And so do I.